Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I have swatches for you from the Shine Bright collection for Holiday 2020 by OPI. I was sent this collection from HB Beauty Bar, so in the description box below I will link the HB Beauty Bar site and Instagram page. I will link the OPI site and Instagram page, and I will link my Instagram page where you can see more swatches of everything from this collection. I do also have a 20% off discount code at HB Beauty Bar. It's not an affiliate code. I don't get anything if you use it. It's just 20% off for you if you want. So we do have 15 polishes to look at today, and let's go ahead and get started. So first we have Ready for the Holidays, and this is a cherry red cream. So here is Ready for the Holidays. This is a super pigmented red cream. If OPI didn't have this formula down to perfection by now, I'd be a little bit worried. Very opaque here on this first coat, virtually a one coater. I am showing you two today for full coverage. I do wear top coat even with my creams, even if they dry glossy, for longevity. So there's two coats. Up next we have In Cranberry, and this is definitely a cranberry red leaning towards a pink with a strong pink shimmer. Here's our first coat of In Cranberry. This one is also very pigmented here on this first coat. I did two coats just to cover my bases, but honestly this is a one coater for me. I did have some brush strokes through the shimmer when it was wet. Most of those do go away as it dries, but not all of them. So there is two coats. Up next we have This Gold Slays Me, and this is a gold shimmer. Here is This Gold Slays Me. So I was actually working with a peel-off base coat here. I don't generally do that, but I was recommended this peel-off base coat from another swatcher, so my video looks like crap. I didn't use it for the photo for that reason, but this is opaque in two coats. Again, some brush strokes, so there's two coats. Next up we have To All a Good Night, and this is a deeper kind of blue-gray metallic. Here's our first coat of To All a Good Night. This one is a little bit sheer, but it does build up well in tube as well. Excuse me. The flakes that are in here are super beautiful, very indie-esque of them. You will want top coat to finish this off, though nothing's going to dry textured or be difficult to remove, so there is two coats. Up next we have Let's Take an Elfie, and this is a kind of wine purple with this blue to purple shifty shimmer. Here's our first coat of Let's Take an Elfie. This one looks more pinky on this first coat, but as it builds up it does richen and deepen that base color a little bit to make it more of a purpley plum. Formula on all of these are wonderful, by the way, so far. Very smooth and easy to work with. This one is opaque in two, and I would recommend top coat, so there's two coats. Up next we have Snowfalling For You, and this is a light pinky kind of coral pearl. Here is Snowfalling For You. I think this is super pretty. I'm not generally a pearl person, but I think this is beautiful and flattering and stunning. The strokes, the brush strokes, aren't that bad in this one. I think it's gorgeous. So there is two coats. Next up we have this shade is Ornamental, and this is a kind of orangey pinky pearl, and then here it is next to Snowfalling For You so you can see the difference. Here is This Shade is Ornamental, much like the last polish that we just looked at. Very smooth, easy to work with formula, no running, pulling, or staining in anything so far. You will want top coat to finish this off. I do have some brush strokes throughout this even as it's dry, so just work in straight strokes, or you can sponge on your last coat. So there's two coats. Up next we have Dressed to the Wines, and this is a deeper kind of Merlot shade, and it is a shimmer. Here's Dressed to the Wines. This one is stunning. The deep rich red, it just screams Christmas to me. Again, a very smooth, easy to work with formula, very pigmented. You will want top coat again to finish this off, but nothing's going to dry textured or be difficult to remove. So there is two coats. Up next we have Naughty or Ice, and this is a frosty white with this silver microflake. Here's Naughty or Ice. I am going to show you 3 coats of this one today to build it up to full opacity, or mostly full opacity rather. The little flakes that are in here are absolutely beautiful. The silver against the champagne, I think it works together so nicely. It looks classy, it looks clean, it looks very holiday-esque. The formula on this was wonderful to work with as well, so there is 3 coats. I would recommend top coat for this just to give it a nice, smooth, even finish, but nothing is going to be difficult to remove or dry textured. I don't love this as a topper as much as I thought it would. Maybe I went in too thick, but I do think it looks beautiful built up on its own. Up next we have Tinsel Little Star, and this is a light lavender metallic-y shade with this silver microflake. Here's Tinsel Little Star. This one is much like Naughty or Ice here on this first coat, very sheer, but these little flecks do stand out really nicely. I love that they use them in multiple polishes in this collection. I think it looks nice and cohesive, and it screams indie to me, so I think this is stunning. Opaque in 3 coats. Again, I'd recommend top coat. Removal's easy and nothing dries textured, so there's 3 coats. Up next we have Gingerbread Man Can, and this is a lighter kind of cinnamon brown with a silver shimmer. Here's Gingerbread Man Can. This one's a little sheer on the first coat. It does build up to full opacity for me in 2. Again, a very smooth and easy to work with formula, and no formulation issues whatsoever here. So there is 2 coats. Up next we have Heart and Coal, and this is a black jelly base with silver holographic micro glitter. Here's Heart and Coal. This one has these glitters. You might have to move them around a little bit. Formula's a little bit thicker because of it, but it's not hard to work with at all. I got complete opacity in 2 coats. This is going to dry pretty textured, so you will want top coat, and because of all this glitter, removal is going to be more difficult. So there's 2 coats. Up next we have All a Twitter and Glitter, and this is a clear base with an iridescent glitter. Here's All a Twitter and Glitter over Ready for the Holidays. A nice even distribution. You'll want top coat because it dries textured, and removal is going to be difficult for this one. So there's 1 coat. Next up we have Bling It On, and this is a cerulean base loaded with iridescent flakes. Here is Bling It On. These last 2 polishes I hated ending on an ugly note, but I was excited for them and they were kind of a letdown. Formula is a little bit tricky to work with. The formula itself, the base itself, isn't hard, but these larger kind of flake glitters are difficult to spread out evenly, and they are kind of chunky looking in the polish. You will want top coat for both of these because they do dry textured. And lastly for today we have Puttin On The Glitz, and this is a kind of darker gray cream base with the same iridescent kind of they're not really flakes like you would find in an indie polish, but they are like flake glitters. Here's Puttin On The Glitz. This one is a little bit less offensive to me as far as the finished look comes. With Bling It On, it did have that kind of frosty base to it, and it looked just not good. This one is a little bit better because it's a cream base, so the flake glitters do stand out a little bit differently. You will want top coat for both of these, like I said, because they do dry textured, and removal is going to actually be difficult. These aren't like indie flakes, these are like flake glitters. So there's 3 coats. My favorite of this collection is Let's Take an Elfie. It's, again, not often that I gravitate towards purple polishes, but the shimmer that's in here is beautiful. The dark, rich, deep eggplant color is gorgeous. Very flattering on my skin tone, perfect for this time of year. Let's Take an Elfie was my favorite. And guys, that is it. Let me know in the comments what you thought of these polishes. Let me know if you plan on picking any of them up, and let me know what your favorite was. Give this video a thumbs up if you liked it, subscribe if you'd like to see more from me, and I will talk to you again next time.